What's up, YouTube? Len Last Disbelief here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the entry grade RX-78-2 full weapon set. So, I do want to go ahead and apologize for any for the fact that I haven't been making videos as often. I've been busy, and I'm hoping I can get to making some more around the holiday season and having them just ready to go upload at least once every month. Maybe not, but you know, not guaranteed to happen. But the only reason I built this kit so late into the fact that I've built a whole lot of other kits, master grades, high grades, all of that, is because when I first started out, I didn't begin with the entry grade spectrum at all. I just went right into the high grade freedom. So I kind of wanted to take a step back and learn what, how good entry grades were. I started with the build Strike, Exceed, Galaxy, then the entry grade Law Gundam, which is based off of this guy, and then decided my Hobby Lobby had it for like 15 bucks, and I figured, you know what, why not? So I went ahead and got it. So here it is, and this doesn't have any stickers, nor does it have any polycaps, so there is that, and I apologize for the dogs. It's just not going to happen, but I haven't done anything extra to this kit, no panel lining, no markups, nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and take an overview look at all the accessories, and we'll get straight into the review. So, yeah, let's go. So, starting right off the bat, this is everything you get with it. You get the Gundam Hammer, which is this mace-looking thing. You got the bazooka, 2 beam sabers with effects, the beam javelin, beam rifle, and the shield. Now, with the standard RX, you do get the beam saber handles, the rifle, and the shield, but you don't get any beam effects, which is fine. It's high-grade beam effects, really not that bad. But in this one, you actually get beam saber blades and inaccurate beam javelin, which, I could have done without, and a bazooka. So, let's get into each one of these accessories one by one. You do not get any extra hands, sadly enough, with this, and it kind of sucks because the hands don't have any backs. It's just one solid piece, so you can't really use any other weapons with it other than what he comes with. So, to start off, we've got your beam saber. When it's not in use, you can remove the handle. Stores right in the backpack like so. When it is in use, let's get this hand back on real quick. Just take it, stick it in the hand. Let's throw them up in a quick little pose there. And it looks pretty nice. Definitely good. The beam effect doesn't have anywhere to go like most kits, so not really that bad of a deal breaker. Not even much of a deal breaker anyways. So, next accessory we'll go over is the shield. Pretty nice detail on the front. Definitely a lot of opportunity for panel lining on the back, so you do have a handle for it that you can pull out and just move to the side. Let's go ahead and get this beam saber out so I can, again, just goes back there. And he can reach the beam saber and grab it. So, you do have that if you so choose. The shield, if you use it with the handle out, I've found the best way to do it is to remove the hand, put it in first, then plug the hand in and tap that in. So you do have that. Looks pretty nice with it. Just your standard shield. You got a hole in there to get them to look through it, but you do have that. So, and if you decide not to use it with the handle, it's very tight. You do get some of articulation with it. You do get you can get it to rotate around, so you can get, try and aim it to make it look like he's looking through the shield. Not exactly the easiest thing in the world, but you do have that. Next thing we're going to look at is the beam rifle. It is 2 pieces of plastic with the movable sight, side to side. You do need to paint the sight yourself. I just don't feel like doing it right now. So, pretty nice detail, and it just slots into the hand like so. Get him into a sort of a shooting pose. You do have that. Looks pretty nice. Do wish the sight was, you know, its own color, but not a huge deal breaker for me, honestly. Again, movable sight. The handle does not move either. It's stationary, which, again, does suck, but not a deal breaker. Still pretty good first kit if you're looking to build. And that's it for your basic accessories. God, I need to learn how to talk. It does not store anywhere. You'd think it came with something, especially because there's like this hole there, but it does not. So you really don't have anywhere to store this, so, which again does suck. The only stuff that actually stores on the Gundam is the 2 beam sabers, and I did forget to mention the shield can also store there, like so. Either go that way or that way. You can't angle it forward, but it kind of gets blocked by the thrusters on the backpack. So, it's decent enough. So that's it for your standard entry grade RX-78-2 accessories. And if this is your first kit, you won't have the beam effects, which does suck, but if you're going to get one, I do recommend going for the full weapon set for $5 extra at most places. So next we've got the beam javelin. And this spiky head up here is supposed to be pink like a beam saber, and this is supposed to be white. I'm hoping I get an airbrush here shortly so I can do that, and I may not. Depends on how I feel. But it just, again, slots into the hand. Let's get it into a pose. And he can only use it one-handed, so that does kind of suck. And, you know, again, no extra hands, so, you know, there's not a whole lot you can do with it. That's kind of the best I can do right now. So, it's not bad. I just, you know, not my favorite accessory out there. For some reason, this arm don't like to say. All the joints are really tight on it, too. So, which is a good thing. So, you do have that. And again, nowhere to store it unless, like, maybe you've got, like, I know the Barbatos Lupus comes with, like, clips that are compatible with any hard point, so you could put it there and probably like right there. So if you so choose. We'll cover the Gundam hammer next, as it is probably by far my least favorite accessory. With this, does not really, I mean, you can kind of bend it, but not really. It just kind of goes back to its initial pose, so it's pretty much fixed. And then the handle that it comes with is just a clip. It's really loose, so any pose you get it in really is hard to keep it to stay. But to get it in the hand, you'll want to remove this bottom handle, slide it in, then just clip it back on. And we'll try and get it into a good pose here. And then, yeah, you can already tell it does not want to stay at all. So that's the best I'm going to get with it right now. As, again, never going to have it displayed with this, so. Weapon, so. I mean, it was nice that they included it, but again, not super necessary, as it, you know, doesn't really help the kit at all. Let's try moving the camera a little bit. So, doesn't really exactly help the kit in any way, so. If you like it, you know, if you have some way to get it better poseable, you know, it just kind of, like, barely tapping it gets it to fall. Oh, now it doesn't want to do it. See? So, but no, that's about it on this. Again, not an accessory I'm going to display it with, but cool that it included it. And finally, the Hyper Bazooka. Probably not, it's not a bad bazooka by any means. So, you got a moving handle right here. To get it into the hand, you're going to want to remove this bottom part, as he doesn't have any handbacks to remove, so. And then just plug it in to the hand, push the bottom in, and there you go. It's in the hand. And I mean, just, again, going to shoot it into a quick pose. With it, it's really not a bad bazooka by any means. So, I mean, if you could get the beam saber to stay in there. I prefer, though, honestly, yeah, there goes my beam effect. I prefer to have him using one of the beam sabers, you know, when he's got the hyper bazooka, just because it gives it a little more dynamic. Pose-wise, it just makes it a little more dynamic and everything, so you do have that. And that is it for accessories, so let's get into size comparisons. Here we have it next to the entry grade Law Gundam, which was based off of the entry grade RX-78-2. So, you have that. Here it is next to the high grade Revive RX-78-2, which mine's really old. Honestly, this was only the second kit I built, so it hasn't held up the best, but that's because I posed it quite a bit, so that one's honestly on me, not the figure itself. I do recommend it. So, it does have a lot better angles in my eyes than the entry grade does. So, here it is next to the high grade Gundam The Origin Char Zaku 2, which I think these two look really good together, honestly, in my opinion. It's not a bad kit at all whatsoever.